Hello everyone, Spud here, and in today's video I want to talk with you fun folks about some topics that have been floating around in the gaming community over the past week. Now originally I wanted to make an individual video for each one of these topics, but one, that would be kind of hard because some of them are kind of shallow, and two, I don't really just have the time to make that many videos anymore, and it's really a shame. I love doing this. It's incredibly fun and I have the hardware for it, and I sort of sits there mocking me when I can't make videos. But moving on, we're going to start off with PlayStation. They made two quite large announcements this week. One was very good and one was kind of bad. So we'll start off with the bad and end on a higher note. So PlayStation Plus, the service Sony provides, the subscription service that allows players to pay online, they can get free games that aren't really free because they kind of hold them hostage, and it allows you to talk with your friends, view Netflix, things like that. Essentially, it's the online networking portion of the PlayStation is getting its first price hike since PlayStation Plus was born back in 2010. It's actually quite a large hike too. It's around 20% from $50 up to $60. That's a very large increase percent-wise. And yes, if you have enough money to be buying games as they come out, sure, you can afford the subscription. But it's still a shame that people have to pay more for the same service that has proven to not be very secure, and they also proven that they can offer it entirely for free over the past 7 years with the PlayStation 3. I'm not a fan of PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. I don't believe that gamers should have to pay twice to use their internet. I think that's kind of a scam, and they don't even provide that much security or any other actual benefit to it. And the free games they offer, if you lose your subscription, you lose those games. So they aren't really free. They're more like being rented out for a decent price. Moving on from that, though, I don't know. The price hike isn't bad, but it does set a precedent that they are going to be raising their costs. And if this continues with this trend, we might see in another 4 years a price go to $70 for years. I'm not sure. This is speculation, but with how these companies have acted in the past and how much they are companies, they exist to remove money from your wallets. I can feasibly see them in another 4 or 5 years raising the prices again, and maybe again in another 8 years. And I don't want to see a world where gamers have to pay $100, maybe in 2029 to play online. I don't believe that world should come to be. So I'm not happy with this. Maybe, hey, I could be wrong. Maybe Sony will not raise them again. And it has been 6 years since their inception. They're just now raising the prices. But still, it's kind of a drag, and it sucks for those people who want to play on PlayStation, and they have to pay more for the same service now. So my hearts go out to those guys. So next topic, also PlayStation, and this is really good for us PC gamers, is that you can now use the service PlayStation Now on your PC. So what is PlayStation Now? Essentially, it is a streaming service that hooks you up over the internet to a PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, whatever it is, and it plays those games natively over there, and it streams them to your computer. Now, in order to play this, you need to have a PlayStation 4 controller. You can't use a DualShock 3, and you can't use an old PS2 one. It has to be the new controller, and it can't be an Xbox controller. It kind of sucks. I know they're kind of monopolizing that, but hey. So at first people think, oh, well, who cares? If you're a PC gamer, you care about graphics and performance, right? It's not like you're downloading these games and running them natively in your system. There's going to be input lag, it's going to look bad, it's not going to be a very good experience. And those things are all kind of true. But this still gives people who play PC exclusively, like myself now, a chance to go back and play some of these old exclusives. Back when I was a console gamer, I loved to death Killzone 3. It was honestly the best Killzone ever made. It had really cool animations. I loved the freaking Warzone game mode, and I can actually go back and play that again over PlayStation Now on my PC. Yes, shooters on streaming services aren't that great, but this is a concept that I'm happy about, and I'm happy that people will get to play games like Shadow of the Colossus, other really, God of War. People who never played on PlayStation before get a chance to, and it's not like it's the current generation, so it's not like they are hampering their current sales with this. This is allowing people access to these older games on these sunsetted consoles. And I think, there's no harm in that. It's actually kind of a good idea. You can go back and play the Uncharted series if you wanted. You can go experience a lot of these exclusives. And so, really, as of right now, it's a great, great time to be a PC gamer. We're getting new video cards that are insanely powerful for their price, like the 480, the 1060. I have a 1080 in my system, and I love it to death. It's fantastic. we're getting all of the Xbox exclusives coming out after that were on E3 this year, so that's cool. And all in all, PC gaming is really in a good place right now. We can do a lot more than we could just 2 years ago. So here's also the catch though. You still have to pay a monthly fee if you want to use this service. It's not free. It's $12 a month, and it gives you access to over 300 of these classic PlayStation games. Not a bad deal, but still kinda sucks to have any sort of subscription to play games. But you know what? For this one, I'm gonna let it slide because this gives games access to something that they've never had before. So I think this is a good thing. Moving on, the Battlefield 1 beta is going to be starting on August 31st, so in 6 days from now, or it will start on August 30th if you're a Battlefield insider like myself. I'm going to try and at least stream to my YouTube channel or get a video out that day of Battlefield 1. I'm super hyped for this game. I have a few concerns that we're actually going to be talking about next, but all in all, I'm a big Battlefield player. I love it to death. It's my main shooter. And Battlefield 1's looking like it's going to blow me away. I am trying to temper my hype though. It's not working that well because I know that Hardline let me down hard. that was bad. That was bad, sorry. But anyways, Hardline was, I mean, it wasn't that the game was bad per se, but the engagement times were incredibly fast. The amount of damage weapons did, and also just it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel like a Battlefield game. It felt off, and I really feel like the game was a lot better during its first beta when it felt more like Battlefield 4 because I love Battlefield 4. But maybe that's just me. Anyways, moving on. The beta will be in the Sinai Desert, I believe it's pronounced. It's the desert map with the armored train going around and the horses and the tank destroyer aircraft. Jack Frags has a great video on it. I recommend you go and check his video out in the beta. And he also talks about this in his video, but I want to talk about the changes that are being made to Conquest. And honestly, what's going on now is that rather than having a ticket system where if you kill an enemy player, the enemy team loses a ticket, and if you have more flags captured, that the enemy team slowly bleeds tickets. Rather than having that system, they're having sort of a flat rate increase where you gain more points per more flags you have, and kills do absolutely nothing, and revives do absolutely nothing to the ticket count. Honestly, in my opinion, the change is going to be minute, because I don't feel like, I mean, even the best players in a match, they only have about, 80 kills, and the games on PC at least usually have around 1,000 tickets, so most of the tickets are being, taken out by the flag system already. Sure, I would argue that maybe 30 to 40% of the tickets that you lose are from your team's death, so it's still going to be a change, but I can't see that people would be avoiding firefights because kills no longer affected the overall winning of the game. When I'm playing Battlefield 4, I'm not thinking of killing someone just because, they're losing a ticket. I'm thinking of killing someone because they're a threat to me, and they're stopping me from going to capture an objective, or they're in my way, or just because killing people is fun in the games. I mean, I'm not a psychopath, but I'm not saying killing is fun, but in these games, that's what you're going to do. So I can't really see how it's going to negatively affect gameplay. I will wait to save final judgment on this until I actually go and I play the Battlefield beta on the 30th or the 31st, depending on when they let me in. But I honestly think that there's merit to the system, that it will work well. But if it doesn't, I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard for DICE to implement like a Conquest Classic style game mode that will have the old ticket system. Anyways, guys, we're hitting close to 10 minutes with this video, so I want to wrap it up. If you watched, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you disliked it, you know what to do. If you like me and the content I produce, however, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot and helps my channel grow. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.